At this point, information about the extent of the flooding and the extent of the number of people who have been displaced is still difficult to access. We do know that we've got 3 evacuation centres up and running now. One of them in Kelston, the Deputy Prime Minister is at, providing a bit of support there. I can report that there are 40 people there so far. The other 2 are in the process of being established, so I don't have information about how many people are there. We know that there's up to, if not more than, 1,000 people still stranded at the airport. Air New Zealand are supporting them at the airport. And we know that right the way across Auckland there are a lot of people that are simply stuck somewhere, whether it's stuck in their car, stuck in a business, or stuck somewhere where they wouldn't normally be at 1:30 in the morning on a Saturday morning. And so my message to Auckland is, at this point is please just be kind to one another and provide as much support as you can to one another, because while the emergency teams are doing their best, in many cases their mobility is also currently restricted, so they can't actually get to where they need to be as well. And so at this point right now, with water still very high and there's still a lot of weather there, we're really asking people to do everything that they can to support each other. First thing tomorrow morning, I'll be heading to Auckland. That depends a lot on logistics, so at this point I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to get there, but the Defence Force are working on ensuring that I can get to Auckland. And we will also send up to Auckland any additional support that they need to oversee the response and to coordinate the response. One of the key things that we've been able to do here from Wellington tonight is provide additional support with communications to make sure that we are trying to collect out as much information as we can and push that out through all of the different social media channels and other media channels so that people can be informed about exactly what is going on. I acknowledge that that's one of the things that people have been asking for, is more frequent updates. And here in Wellington we will do what we can do overnight to try and get more information out. Obviously tomorrow, once the sun comes up, or at least behind the clouds, we'll actually know a little bit more about what we're dealing with and the true extent of the challenge that is ahead of Auckland. The entire public service will be ready to deploy resources once we actually understand what's required. And that will mean, if we need to, we can send more to Auckland. Of course, there is a lot of resource in Auckland, and we'll be making sure that we deploy that as the best we can in first thing in the morning. Difficult to do that in the middle of the night when mobility is so limited by the extent of the flooding that has happened across Auckland.